And welcome back to Let's Play Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, Episode 2. Next lore bit. Ordrune. That looks nice. Ordrune, better known as Mount Doom, is the greatest volcano in Middle-earth and is the fiery heart of Sauron's realm. It was in the 7th Nod Chambers of Fire within the mountain that Sauron forged a One Ring to dominate all of Middle-earth. It's the only place where it can be unmade. Ordrune has been dormant since the One Ring was cut from Sauron's hand on its various slopes, and will once more burst into flame when Sauron has rebuilt his power in the ruins of Barad-dûr. Barad-dûr, the Dark Tower, has lain in ruins since it was cast down by Gondor after Sauron's defeat at the end of the Second Age. For as long as Sauron survives, the foundation of Barad-dûr can never be destroyed. It is to these ruins that Sauron has retreated since his return to Mordor. In behind a sorcerer's veil, he has begun to rebuild his power for the great war of the Ring to come. Not discovered. Oh, people. Oh, goodness me. Talion, a Gondorian ranger. Talion was slaughtered on the Black Gate along with his wife Iareth and his son Durhil. Talion did not find peace in death, however. He was cursed and resurrected by a powerful wraith, possessed his body and reforged him as an undying spirit of vengeance. Talion's swordsmanship, speed, resistance, and training has all been augmented by the wraith's presence within him, so he himself possessed the power of one of the great rings. In view of the unseen world, lay his hands on his foes, exploit the fears to dominate the wills, making him a monster to the monsters. Talion is bound to Mordor, doomed to reside there until he can destroy the Black Captains who murdered his family, and face the Dark Lord who commands them. Iareth. Apparently, I guess, the guy we're being possessed by can possess her instead. That's why the skin is like that. Iareth was Talion's wife, Durhil's mother, and Hallis' daughter. She was born and raised in Minas Tirith, where her father was a guard of the Citadel. When she was 19, she and Talion fled Gondor together to build a new life in the frontiers of the kingdom. She was killed along with her family by the Black Hand when Sauron returned to Mordor. Durhil. Durhil was Talion and Iareth's son, born and raised in the Black Gate. Durhil wanted nothing more than to be a ranger like his father and his grandfather before him. Not to be, he was killed along with his parents by the Black Hand. Rangers of the Black Gate. Apparently just me and a couple other people. Gondor controlled the Black Gate for over 2 millennia after Sauron's defeat. The Rangers keeping watch over Mordor. The Rangers supervised the building of the Towers of Teeth, standing guard over the Gondorian prisoners who would later escape into Udun and settle there. Over the centuries, the Rangers suffered greatly. Their numbers whittled down by a great plague and an invasion by the Easterlings, whatever those are. A small but hardened crew stood to man the watch. A brave few who were quickly overwhelmed when Sauron returned. Wraiths. These are mainly restless spirits within Middle-earth who have not been able to find peace in death. Wights, wraiths, and ghosts of terror, Sauron the Necromancer calls to them all within the border of Mordor. Should he rebuild his power and be able to command this lost army of the dead, he will be unstoppable. Uruks, the Great Orcs. Shouldn't you be green? The Uruks are the elite of all the orc breeds. They are grown in huge vats as a leadership caste, and are taller, stronger, better able to withstand daylight, and more ill-tempered than their other lesser orcs. They are captains and commanders bred for war and determined to take back their homeland for the Dark Lord Sauron. They impose their will with brute force. They hate beautiful things, will not admit to any fears, revel in slaughter, and enslave any who stand in their path. They are certain the Dark Lord has returned to lead them to their destiny as the rulers of Middle-earth. What do you mean they've grown in vats? The Hammer of Sauron. He was once a man, a stretcher-bearer for Gondor dedicated to retrieving the wounded. His life changed on the slopes of Mount Doom when he retrieved Sauron's mace after the Dark Lord fell. When he took up the weapon of Sauron, he realized that his life had been wasted in saving others who sought glory in war. Man wished to die gloriously in battle, he would grant their wish with pleasure. He became doomed to a bloodlust that would never be sated. He waited millennia for the Dark Lord's return to Mordor, and now his purpose has been revealed to him. The Tower of Sauron. What is this guy? I swear I've seen him before. Not necessarily him, but something similar. As the tower's evil has grown, so has the statue. He is trapped inside the armor that will not grow with him, and his agony is exquisite. Okay. His armor is starting to rip apart. He was once a Númenórean, and as he can recall, he either built a tower or was locked inside one. His appearance is horrific to stand near him as to feel the revulsion he feels for himself. His fellow captains despise the tower, although they have come to rely on his great corrupting evil. His propensity for slaughter is unmatched. He makes his victim feel his pain, and he revels in it. The Black Hand of Sauron. Hello, mate. The Black Hand is the greatest and most feared of the Black Captains. His mere presence on the battlefield spreads terror among his foes and servants alike. Some say he was once a great king from the east who brought Sauron to the heads of two Istari as gifts. Others say they returned from across the seas with Sauron to the fall of Numenor. Still, others claim that he is the Dark Lord himself, once again taking fair form within Mordor. There are many stories of his origin, all of them are lies. The only thing that is certain is that he is the master of deceit. He serves his Dark Lord with absolute loyalty. Talents of the Black Hand. Apparently me as well. Talents of the elite personal guard of the Black Hand of Sauron. The Black Hand was schooled in sorcerous arts at the side of the necromancer. He personally draws forth the talons from their spawning vats at Mordor. They are tested in battle immediately after they drag screaming into a world of anger, hatred, and fury. Always 5 talons, and whenever one falls in battle, his body returns to the vast where his death can feed the creation of a successor. Corpse cannot be successfully carried back to Mordor, then the remaining talons are sacrificed in his stead. Not discovered. Can I get any lore about the guy who's possessing me? Apparently not. Visions, totals, and hints. Weapons and runes. Elven Grace, 50% chance to reduce melee damage, achieved by 50%. Note does not stack with another Elven Grace rune. Fine to the end, never surrenders, you gain an additional last chance to return to fighting combat against Uruks. Okay. Apparently I have that for some reason. Why do I have that? Send it. It loses focus depiction rate by 50%, does not stack with... Okay. Honestly, I don't know why I have that. That's not a dagger, that's a broken sword immune to poison. Let's start with the other one with nature rune. I mean, does it need to? Okay. Okay, and that's my appendix.
The world is changed.
So what do we have here? Well, we have towers. You know what that means. Getting on the towers first. A blade, a flash of silver, lightning carves his way through the Dark Lord's ring, and had his life stolen away before he knew it. For the legend of the dagger, a Kron. Artifact. Enemy of the Slayer. Slaver. An Uruk slaver holds a captive with information on the Black Cannons. Hunt down the slaver, rescue the captain, and find out what he knows. Yeah. Spirit of Mordor, Sauron's Uruks relentlessly abuse lesser orcs in their violent struggles for power. Investigating how the power of the Wraith can exploit these struggles, piercing weak minds to bring down the enemy forces from within. One orc mind in particular shines as a blazing beacon of weakness.
Nothing makes sense.
Nothing has changed. This is how it will be. The future and the past are linked in darkness.
Well, aren't you
I
fun?
don't understand why I'm here.
And I can't remember. Let's go find the slaver. His mind may provide answers.
Okay then. A chest. It's a box.
Heard there was a bad outbreak of ghouls in
Stop listening.
So we're gonna be joining forces with the war chief there.
Store awareness. I know what that means. Investigating disturbance indicates an Uruk is aware of you. Interrogate. Give me intel, please. Intel will reveal a captain's strengths and unlocks their weaknesses. Lock Green is enables you more easily defeat a captain. Vulnerable means the captain can be killed in one strike with a specific combat strategy. A captain who is stealth vulnerable will instantly be killed by a stealth attack. Who's this? Ratbag the Coward. Why do we know that? Luknok the Hellhawk. The sixth sense of knowing when something is hunting him. Duthing Outskirts. Vulnerable to combat finishers, can be killed instantly using combat finishers. Vulnerable to stealth finishers. Vulnerable to mounted beasts, can instantly be mounted beast finishers. In the rage, what is a finisher actually? Ranged at the side of Grogs. Shoots arrows explode on impact. Sometimes shows up unexpectedly. Cannot be terrified. Never flees.
Around him!
What? What do you mean around me? What the hell?
It's a delicate process. Peeling ever so gentle, but I'll have your skin off in one piece.
We'll see about that. Captains oversee Sauron's army. First, construction and demolition projects, craft battle plans, and administer discipline to their underlings. Eric hierarchy is combative. Captains win their place by slaughtering those above them. Keep power by destroying enemies who might oppose them. There's an endless competition among the Urks. Winning the rank of captains in Uruk is one of the strongest, deadliest, and most devious of the kind. As a measure of status, captains often carry the best weapons and armor, pride from the corpses of the foes they have killed, pay the scores from the battles they have fought. More lore, apparently. Oh, no, that's not lore, that's a tutorial. You fool. Wow, you are just not cut out for this. Apparently I can't grab you.
You're nothing!
You sure about that? Nope. Do I? Yes, I do have health. How do you like this? Now we can grab him.
He's been snapped!
How dare you? You
We've
little...
got you now!
If you'll excuse me, I have this guy I need to kill. Now, tell me everything. I think draining gives me more elf shot. There we go. Will you stop it?
I'll bleed you!
I just want to get this guy and see what I get for this.
You think I care if he dies?
No, do you care if you die though? Will you stop it?
Too bad you're both alive. Make him stop! Take my blade!
Fine, I'll kill all of you.
Kill the ranger!
You gotta be kidding me. And I wanted stuff from you, but I guess not. Oops, to restore health. Apparently our hammer is super powerful now. Betrayer. The fire increases all weapon damage by 15% when hitting an enemy from behind. I don't know. See, I don't know why I have that. +5. Unlock ability. Powers apparently experience. No, earn experience to gain ability points and unlock powerful abilities. Play power circles and earn power to unlock quickly and unlock ability towers. Execution: when your hit streak is charged, press Y plus B. Execute your target. Hit strike charged every 8th. If hits, the hit strike counter will glow, turn red, and your sword will glow. Okay, combat finisher, I guess. Act: counter enemies will be knocked backwards, stunned, and knocked down. Strike from above. Arrow takedowns. Now our targets become lethal. Jam you land, tap A, manling of objects gain temporary speed boost, and +1 hit streak. Then A. Fire barrels, 6,000 explode. Damage from fires and explosions. Press RB to mount Kurgos from above. Once mounted, you can ride, climb, and fight with them. I'm going to actually get strike from above. Oh, I see. So Tears, yes. Tears is controlled by power, and the ability to unlock ability points is controlled by that. Are you a herb? That's collected. Tell me more. Beware the snare, goes the old wise saying. The old wise, at least in the case of Rementhond, have been horribly misled. Tangleroot, known as Rementhod, received its bad reputation because of its persistence as a crop wrecking weed and its ability to stand firm against even the most energetic attempts to pull it from the ground. Trick here is to cut the roots of the surface and then squeeze the sap. Its sap can be used to bind wounds, soothe burn. Rementhod is intractable, true, but invaluable. Interesting. I have more stuff to look at, though. You have more and more random lore. Ruins. You hold the ruins. Elvish Smiths detail their great deeds and commemorate the triumphs of long-dead warriors with these enigmatic and powerful markings. A smith employed arcane craft to create their runes, recording the final fate of their enemies with the metallic compound ithidine, and attaching them to their armor, blades, and great bows. In this way, the elves create and cast a unique legend for the fabled weapons. This legend will grow with each great deed. The Uruks will not come to know weapons adorned by them in name, as they have Clamdring and Orsist, and come and fear its great power. Yes. It's not one. The thing we gave her wife.
Little Gore!
You gotta be kidding me.
You look like a strong breeze would kill you. You're nothing but a wisp.
Where's the Beastmaster? Beastmaster is spawned for the job no Uruk would rightly rendezvous for, taming and slaughtering the wild beasts of Mordor. Deal for their dual role as hunter and killer. Mordor's place of wild beasts requiring domination. Beastmasters track and capture the creatures required to service Uruk's army, and they exterminate the monsters that may impede its progress. They're the ones who trap Caragors and pen them, bring down the enormous great beasts to be used as cargo carriers. Beastmasters also clear campsites and outposts, destroying the native ghouls, ungul, and rats, so as to make the sites usable for the brethren. What is a ghoul? That's from above, I don't have. Nope.
Wouldn't them too sharp for that trick?
You gotta be kidding me.
This club is nothing.
I don't. Oh, you dodge with A. Apparently you jump as well. Apparently that doesn't work. So I guess there's attacks that are just way too strong to actually be countered. You're dead. Yeah, I see now.
You've no idea my skills, Ranger.
Ow.
Time for murder.
I'm hitting A, I'm sure. It's probably just because I'm spamming it too much. Okay. Just your last chance circle. There's Altitude and then press a... Apparently we're not doing that.
Surround him.
Do you think...
See the Ranger.
How many Uruks are there? Or are they orcs?
No, you wouldn't face me. Get down here now.
You son of a bitch. You really think? Get back here. Back here, you little cunt. Why am I not using my bow, actually? Huh. Well, at least I'm getting my health back eventually. I see you too. Give me intel. You should give me more. What is this? Oh. And I killed him. Shark, Black Blade. Knowing the others can't stay focused and get the job done. Get internment camp. I want finishers, if only those range attacks, okay. I hate Morgul flies become enraged when hit by Morgai fly swarms. Morgai picks his enemies up by the throat, leaps far while striking, uses the killing blow for unworthy victims. Don't know what that means. But that's going to be it for this episode, so you enjoy this video, and me doing fairly poorly, you know what to do. See ya!